In a bustling city, there lived a young woman named Elena. She was known for her intelligence and creativity, but she was often paralyzed by overthinking. Every decision, big or small, became a source of endless worry and doubt. She wanted to break free from this cycle but didn't know how. One day, Elena heard about an old Stoic philosopher named Marcus, who lived in a quiet part of the city. Desperate for help, she decided to visit him. When she arrived, Marcus greeted her warmly and invited her to sit in his simple, serene garden. "What brings you here, my child?" he asked. "Marcus," Elena began, "I am constantly trapped in my thoughts. I overthink everything and it stops me from taking action. I feel stuck and anxious. How can I break free from this?" Marcus smiled kindly and said, "Let me tell you a story that might help. There was once a young artist named Darius who lived in ancient Rome. Darius was exceptionally talented, but he was also a perfectionist. He would spend hours, days, even weeks obsessing over every detail of his work, fearing that it was never good enough. His fear of imperfection prevented him from sharing his art with the world. One day, Darius visited an old Stoic sage named Seneca, hoping to find some relief from his crippling overthinking. Seneca listened patiently and then shared a simple yet profound lesson. "Darius," Seneca began, "imagine you are walking through a dense forest. If you constantly stop to examine every leaf, every branch, you will never make it out of the forest. Life is like this forest. If you overthink every step, you will never move forward." "But what if I make a mistake?" Darius asked, his voice filled with anxiety. Seneca nodded, understanding his concern. "Mistakes are a part of life and they are essential for growth. The fear of mistakes often traps us in inaction. Remember, it is not the avoidance of mistakes that leads to success, but the courage to take action despite them. Embrace the possibility of imperfection and learn from it," Seneca continued. "There is a concept in Stoic philosophy called Amor, Fati, which means love of fate. It encourages us to accept and embrace everything that happens, good or bad, as part of our journey. When you stop fighting against your fears and accept them, you free yourself from the chains of overthinking." Darius felt a weight lift off his shoulders as he absorbed Seneca's words. He realized that his obsession with perfection was holding him back more than any mistake ever could. From that day forward, he began to approach his art with a new perspective. He allowed himself to create freely, accepting imperfections as part of the process. As Marcus finished the story, Elena felt a sense of clarity. "So I need to accept my thoughts and fears instead of fighting them?" "Exactly," Marcus replied. "By embracing your thoughts without judgment and taking action despite them, you can break free from the paralysis of overthinking. Remember, it's not about having perfect thoughts, but about taking courageous steps forward." Elena thanked Marcus and left with a newfound sense of freedom. She began to practice Amor Fati, embracing her thoughts and fears as part of her journey. Slowly but surely, she noticed a change. Her overthinking diminished, and she found the courage to take action, unlocking her true potential. Remember, embrace your thoughts and fears without judgment. Take action despite them, and you will break free from the chains of overthinking. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Story Beam for more motivational and stoic stories.